So I want to talk about rightness for a second, because rightness is about doing the right thing for the right customer in the right location at the right time. So that's why we're all about how we have the right staff on the unit, how we have the right equipment, how we have a Medicare unit, not having Medicare spread all over the whole building. Because there's no short-term rehab person that wants to have an interesting roommate. We don't find a lot of Medicare people going, man, there's bingo. So what are the 8 pillars of rightness? Here they are. And this is what we teach every day, all day, every client, weekly reports, continuously, forever. And these 8 pillars are: you have to have the correct staff trained in implementing clinical proficiency on complex customers. Meaning, you can't have people thrown on a Medicare unit and go, good luck. You can't put people on a Medicare unit that are not willing to take complex customers. So if you want to have a list of people you won't take, we don't take trachs, we don't take wounds, we don't take bariatrics, we don't take, then you don't get no Medicare business. Because if you want to cherry pick, no one's going to give you that business. I still work with nursing homes that want knees and hips. There are no more knees and hips in nursing homes. They're going to outpatient therapy with home care. If you get a knee, it's because they had an infection in it, and they also have COPD because they were choking, smoking 4 packs of Marlboros a day, fell down the steps and broke their knee trying to go down and get their wash out of the washing machine. That's the knee you're getting. So you have to take complex cases. The second pillar, absolute teaming, 7 days a week on a dedicated transitional unit. You can't mix Medicare in with other business. We don't even take an assignment if you won't create a Medicare unit. It's useless. It doesn't sell hope. And 7 days a week, not 5 days a week, where we can do the right thing Monday through Friday, and good luck on the weekend. We'll be back on Monday to peel all the sticky notes off the Director of Nursing's door and start fixing the crap. So we can fix it up on Monday, have one good day on Tuesday to finish up the rest of it we didn't fix on Monday. Wednesday, we can have all our QA&A meetings and care conference meetings and regional phone conferences where we can mute that while we do our real work while they're talking. So Thursday, we can have one damn good day. So Friday, we can get done by lunch to get the hell out of here to leave the new nurse and the aide for the weekend when we admit all the people. You got to fix that. Vigorous cost management and control. What does it do to have $500 a day Medicare if you give 480 of it back? So if you won't manage a formulary, if you won't manage a lab, if you won't manage staffing, oh, you've got the right staff on the unit. They're just all agency or overtime people. So we're spending way too much money. Or our therapy costs are out of whack because they're seeing a lot of patients. They just don't document anything so we can get paid. Or we've got problems associated with administrative overhead because we've got 14,000 corporate and regional quality officials swooping every day at a 9% overhead, sucking the wind out of our sails. So, swift and accurate electronic documentation. If you're not going to do electronic documentation, what are you smoking? If you're going to make your nurses and aides sit at the end of the shift with bat blood and quill and document what they just did that day, you will be in Medicare compliance issues, you will be missing money, and you will be paying overtime for the freaks to stay and chart crap they should have done earlier. And there's 28 different alliterations out there, from point-click care to care tracker to AccuNurse to whatever, that can get you the data. So people always ask me, should we refurb the front lobby or buy electronic data? Refurb the lobby later. Get the data collection. Get the data collection. Now, if your front lobby is a butted up double wide with 1974 shag carpet, why don't you call us after you fix that? Because too much crap. So, the next pillar, constant data utilization with necessary timely adjustments. Many of you have data, many of you have timely data. You just don't adjust anything. So you have Cronus time clocks to measure staffing, but you wouldn't adjust staffing if the census went down on the Medicare unit by 12. We're just going to leave them on. We know we didn't get any documentation to support a high-end rugs category, but we'll have a meeting of the MDS nurses next September. We know we have lots of falls, so we're going to have it sent to the Falls Committee next Wednesday, where we'll do a trend analysis on a graph. You know, if I'm the old lady falling, I want you to stop me now. Otherwise, rename the product as gravity-assisted rehab. And we can get teams involved. We'll put trampoline floors in by maintenance so they bounce on the way down to activities. What good's it do to have data if you don't make adjustments? You know, I mean, I'm working with some clients in this room that had data about what's been wrong for months. And we're fixing to start to look at it. My favorite Southern term. I'm fixing to get my own beer, unless, of course, you'll get it for me. That's why you have children, so you can have basic home care. Excellent service satisfaction, implemented, measured, documented, and utilized. If you don't have service satisfaction, so what if you can be clinically proficient if you torqued off all the customers while you did it? You know it's a problem if they're screaming in misery while they're on their way to therapy. If their testimonial is, "I've escaped." Monday, I'm not feeling near as bad as when I came in on Friday. I think I'll self-discharge. Continuous scoreboarding, celebration, and recognition. Most of you get a C- on that. You're always fixing to celebrate. Nursing homes are the worst I've ever seen about celebration. We're going to celebrate at the end of our 12-week plan. What about this week when we took 8 residents and everybody was excited we took those 8 patients? What about celebrating that? What about celebrating that we hired those 2 nurses we've been looking for 3 months and we finally hired them? What about celebrating that? But the average nursing home is in a model led by the corporate officials of you just keep birthing them babies and keep on plowing. And your reward is a damn paycheck. And you're lucky you're getting one with us. Man, I love to see them Facebook postings. Another day in the salt mines. We admitted 8, we killed 3. But I was able to smoke a lot, okay? And the 8th one is a never-ending eye on the prize. The eye on the prize is that we've got enough money to make the whole thing run, to deliver the satisfaction, to demonstrate our outcomes that produce the products of change that we need to make ourselves different than the rest of the players in a horizontal market. That's the eye on the prize. So that's why I don't want the corporate office making 12,000 other things the initiative. I want them to blend all the initiatives together. If you're doing electronic medical records and a compliance issue and a survey issue and a satisfaction issue and a revenue issue, blend them together and make it one eye on the prize, that we are running a better organization than anybody else out there and we've got the data to prove it. That's the 8th pillar. That's when you're doing it right, when everything's synchronized. So I need you to ask your neighbors, of those 8, how many are in place now? Can you say 6 are in place pretty good and 2 still to work on? Are you 3 and 5? Where do you think you're at on the pillars? Ask your neighbors.